Let's discuss this now with Nathan Southern. He's a non-traditional security specialist at the University of St. Andrews and joins us from Phnom Penh in Cambodia. Nathan, thank you for coming onto the program again. The last time you were on this channel, you actually described Belarus as a rogue mafia state. So what then do you make of Russia now providing military support? Is this really all about armed conflict or just politics at this point?
No, it's about political rhetoric, and it's important that we continue to remember that at the very heart of this crisis are thousands of migrants facing freezing conditions, lack of food and shelter as we approach the winter. Troop build-ups, yes, they're coming from Russia, but they're also coming from the European side as well. This is very unlikely to lead to a sustained conflict, potentially low-level skirmishes along the border. But yes, what Lukashenko is doing is indeed acting like a rogue mafia state, where he is engaged in mass human trafficking operations and an attempt to destabilize the European Union. But this is also a gift for the growing right-wing government in Poland, which plays very, very well into their anti-migrant agenda. I think that the risk is that Lukashenko will continue on this path and could look to threaten the EU with the illicit flows of other things like drugs, like weapons. And as long as he has the backing of Putin, could feel emboldened to attempt even kidnappings and potentially assassinations outside of his borders.
Well, what about the natural gas and energy provided to the EU by Russia that goes through Belarus? Is there a chance then that Lukashenko cut that off, especially with winter approaching in Europe?
Lukashenko isn't really able to do anything without the approval and the nod of Putin. So as Russia has said today that they are securing the gas line into Europe, I find it very, very unlikely that Russia will allow Lukashenko to do this. I think it's a lot of bluster, a lot of rhetoric, and it actually suits both sides quite well.
And what about the humanitarian crisis that we're seeing unfolding at the moment? This could only get worse unless somebody starts helping these people or gives them a route through to Europe, because, of course, they're not wanting to actually stay in Poland.
Yeah, 100%. Most of these people do not want to be in Poland. And if you look at the rhetoric of the Polish government towards migrants, who could blame them? The European Union has a responsibility here to allow safe passage for migrants along their journey from conflict or from whichever situation they're leaving. If not, then you have to rely on human traffickers to get you to the European Union, which is exactly how Lukashenko is behaving right now. We have thousands and thousands of migrants. The situation will get worse, not just on the border of Belarus and Poland, but throughout the European Union as we come up to into the winter months. But fundamentally, as long as the European Union does not have a safe passage for refugees, then dangerous governments will continue to use this as very helpful rhetoric, just as we've seen last year in Turkey, where President Erdogan threatened to open the gates to thousands of migrants if he wasn't to get support for his military operations in northern Syria. We need to be careful to not normalize the use of migrants as political weapons. We need to be careful to not frame this in a geopolitical and security light, and remember that this is first and foremost a humanitarian crisis.
Nathan Southern, appreciate your analysis. Live to us there from Phnom Penh.